You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Why you gotta take it there?
Retake. This isn't gonna work.
We're not talking about any integrity in
We
this
are
room.
trying to exploit a generation.
Ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD? The grease is the gravy.
You guys played footsie under the table.
Yes, that's irrelevant. I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here. It tastes like an antacid tablet. Why are there so many Draculas everywhere? No, there's vampires everywhere. Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 146. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-host,
Adam Ham.
That's right.
Yeah.
Eventful week.
Yeah.
Whole lot going down.
Actually, a fair amount has gone down, even in this shortened week that we have to talk
It's
about.
one day shortened.
Yeah, I know.
I'm recording early because I'm going to the Greyhound Park tomorrow to bet on dogs racing
Sweet.
with my mom for her birthday.
That's a reason to do it.
Yeah, that's fucking right, man. Those tiny horses. I'm gonna watch them chase
Yeah.
a fake rabbit around a track.
Absolutely.
Lauren said I should bring one home and adopt one because greyhounds are pretty awesome dogs to own because they're
Yeah.
supposedly they're like super relaxed and chill. They don't bark a lot. They just kind of, and they're super fucking lazy.
Nice.
They like to just sleep and lay in laps all day.
That's my kind of dog.
Oh no, but if you go them outside, you know, and you got to walk them, but you know what I mean, like any other dog. But you get them outside, and then they love running around and walking.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, but like when they're at home, they're just whatever. They're kind of like a I was gonna say prairie cat, but no, like a savanna cat. You know, like
Yeah.
they lays around all day, and then like when they have their chance to run, they'll go like 100 miles an hour. But
Yeah.
that's kind of their burst speed. So I'm going to pick a dog. So next week I'll let you know how I've done, how much money I won. I'm going to read the racing forms, see the odds.
Okay.
We'll see.
Getting real into it, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, that you got to.
Yeah.
You got to know your investments, Adam.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything... Okay. We're going to go through life occurrence. Adam, what happened during your week? What did you do?
I'll tell you what I did for most of my week when I was not at work.
Okay.
Fucking dove into goddamn wrestling.
Oh, you did?
I did. So,
oh no,
when we-
Adam! I'm so sorry. Oh,
You fucking should be.
I have a request. I have
Yeah.
a suggestion for you.
Yeah.
Watch the Beyond the Ring documentaries for the wrestlers. They're fucking spectacular.
Okay.
The CM Punk one that just came out is amazing. That's my suggestion.
All right. That's good because I was actually looking for more to watch because I finished the Money in the Bank that I had started when we were
Okay.
talking before, and
Yep,
then
2014 Money in the Bank.
I fucking went back and watched WrestleMania 30 like you suggested,
Oh God, yes.
and then I fucking went and
Fucking
watched
Daniel Bryan. God, what an epic storyline.
yeah, and then I watched Battleground,
Oh, don't.
and then I watched
Battleground wasn't good.
like the week before that's Raw and SmackDown. And then I watched this Monday's SmackDown or no Raw. Yeah, and I'm
That was a
be
good
watching-
one. I'm
gonna be
excited.
I'm gonna be watching SmackDown tomorrow.
All right,
That's
we're
on.
yeah, me too.
So-
Let's do our wrestling minute right now. I'm excited for SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah.
Brie versus Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
I just want to give props to Stephanie McMahon because when she started
I know.
in the 90s, she was a horrible actress and wasn't very good on the mic. And she was kind of a fun character because Triple H was dating the boss's daughter was kind of the thing. But now she is fucking amazing. She's one of the best people coming out there. I mean, her just like ripping on people, like her crying to Brie.
She sold it. Yeah.
And then as soon as she was like, okay, she fucking smacks her in the head. It's like, I'm making you my bitch.
Yeah.
Let's do this. I can't wait.
I know.
And they've been teasing that Stephanie was like preparing to wrestle for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's been training. So we might get a real boss on employee
Nice.
match. Will be kind of fun. So
Awesome. And
yep.
Brock Lesnar versus John Cena.
Yeah.
I think
That's
this
gonna
is
be good.
I think this is it. I think this is when Cena loses it.
I think so because I think the plan is for Brock to crush Cena,
Yeah.
you know, and then become like the big top
bad guy.
Right,
Like,
right,
I beat
right.
Cena. I destroyed the streak. Paul Heyman's my, agent. He's just all around the bad guy. And then nobody can beat him, of course, because he's a monster.
Somebody has to rise up.
And then WrestleMania 30, someone's going to rise up. And that'll probably be Roman Reigns.
Or maybe when he's back, Daniel Bryan. Yeah.
Yep. The scrappy underdog tale again. We'll see. They might not have him headline 2 WrestleManias in a row. They might save him for SummerSlam because I think he's taken a long time off.
Yeah, that could be.
As he needs another surgery, supposedly.
Yeah, you mentioned.
That's for real. They acknowledged it again.
Yeah,
so,
that sucks.
But it sounds like they found out what is wrong with him. They fixed his neck issue. It sounds like he has an elbow issue still. Mm-hmm. That's going to get fixed, and then and it sounds like everything's good except for the elbow thing. Once they get that fixed, he'll be fine. So it doesn't sound like he's out for a career. Like this is bad.
Yeah.
Like Edge bad. This is like okay. He's going to take pretty much most of a year off, like Sheamus did last year with his pectoral injury, and then be back.
The one thing I did not get, like from these last episodes, what the fuck's going on with your Swiss Superman, Cesaro?
Oh, God, I know. Don't remind me.
Because it seems like he's like
you watch WrestleMania 30, and he wins the fucking Battle Royale, throwing the Big Show over the top rope, and everyone cheers, and then he gets beaten up by Jack Swagger the Raw after as like he's a good guy, and they're gonna have a feud, and then gone. It's because they pushed him with Paul Heyman because Paul Heyman needed something to do until Brock was back.
Yeah.
And he's a good heel, Cesaro, but they don't really do anything yet with him.
Yeah.
He's a really good wrestler, and everyone loves working with him. Mm-hmm. So I think his time isn't
quite
now.
there.
Yeah, I think they're going with Roman Reigns right now.
Yeah, that stuff's interesting. Although I don't really know what the fuck is up between. They were not very clear about why he hates Randy Orton so much.
Yeah,
they didn't make any sense to me. It's just out of fucking nowhere. It's I fucking hate Randy Orton now.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Sometimes they don't do a very good job putting feuds together. Sometimes they do. We'll see. I don't want to talk too much about wrestling. Turn this into a wrestling podcast.
I know. I'm so new into it. I'm like,
so I need something to outside of the podcast, unless I get emails from listeners saying, "Please talk about it more."
Yeah,
I don't.
Maybe we should do our own wrestling minute or something like that. Or
that's it. That's the section. All right. No, we'll do it as part of the podcast.
Okay.
We'll tell everyone know it's 5 minutes. Go done. We're done. Moving on.
Okay.
Okay. So you did that. Anything else? Play any games?
I was actually mostly just watching wrestling.
I've done that before, brother.
Yeah.
You should watch the Saturday night main event stuff too.
Well, see, that's
from the 80s.
Well, there's also
there's
main event going on now,
contest. Right? What?
There's main event still going on, right?
Oh yeah, that's the Wednesday night main event show now.
Yeah, is that worth watching at all?
Well, okay, it wasn't when it was on Ion. It's they film it before they film SmackDown. So because SmackDown's filmed on Tuesday nights, and it airs on Friday nights, and on Tuesday nights they film main event and then they film SmackDown. And main event comes out Wednesday and SmackDown's on Friday. Main event is an hour long.
Is it part of the canon?
It is
storyline. It is,
but usually it's all the B storylines.
Oh, okay.
And usually there's about 15 minutes of that hour is recaps and replays from the Raw before, which is kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I would say this. Just keep an eye on, I check it every week to see what the matches are going to be in it.
Oh, okay.
And then it's I want to see, because this week they had an interesting pairing. Oh God, we're going over the 5 minutes. This week, Heath Slater from One Man Band, formerly Three Man Band, is now tag teaming with Titus O'Neil, former member of the Primetime Players, and they kind of got a weird relationship.
Yeah.
Because Heath Slater's kind of the over-the-top, in-your-face, I'm a rocker guy. And Titus O'Neil's a hardcore, I'm a worker wrestler guy.
Yeah.
they have a really fun in-ring persona. As like Heath Slater's like going like yeah, and then like he jumps in front of Titus O'Neil and like whips his hair in his face and he gets really mad. They actually have a fun thing going there. We'll see where it goes. They call themselves Slater Gator.
Oh,
I know. We'll see. I love it
because
though.
I'm just trying to figure out like what's worth watching and what's not. Because I know NXT is kind of like not part of the canon. It's part of the.
But the sad thing is NXT is definitely worth watching most of the time.
Oh yeah,
because it's sometimes better than what's going on.
And then there's Superstars, I guess.
Don't watch Superstars ever.
Okay.
Never watch Superstars.
What goes on there?
I don't even know. I've never seen it. It's all like non-canon matches. I'm pretty sure that's like house show level stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and what's incredible is how wrestling works is that they do house shows too. And those are Fridays and Saturdays usually. And so like the wrestlers work usually Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, sometimes Sundays. And pay-per-views are on Sundays. And like house shows are just like go to WWE Live at Bloomington College Arena, and they do like a 5,000 person show with all of the superstars, or not all of them, but a selection. And they do like a house show with all like non-canon, non-taped stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. So you go see those; it's fun. Like they had one in Madison where Bray Wyatt and John Cena fought again. That was kind of fun. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. You can kind of get the full experience there, but it's all for your own eyes. Anyway, so NXT is worth checking out. Sometimes I wouldn't invest in it yet.
I wasn't planning on it yet. I figure I kind of want to get the idea of what's going on in like the actual
it's about to get
story universe before I kind of
it's about to get we're going over the 5 minutes for this first episode because I'm kind of trying to introduce people. The WWE Network's $10 a month is cheap as hell. You get like literally everything and like a backlog of pretty much everything that you can ever imagine being on tape for wrestling. So like,
and they need your help. If you watch wrestling,
they don't need your help.
I just saw an article that was like they signed up in the first quarter like 660,000, and then like in the second quarter it's like 30,000, and they need like $1 million to $1.4 million.
It'll go up though because they're expanding to the UK and Canada in the fall, and that's going to be a huge boost because those are big wrestling markets. They'll probably get close to making it, but their stock went up after they announced that.
Well, it went down, and then now in the second, like after the second quarter, it went back up.
Yeah, because they. Weird,
yeah,
because they did a lot of cost cutting. They announced that they're actually only going to lose like $10 million this year instead of 80, because they did a lot of cost cutting, and the network's actually making quite a bit of money, and people seem to be sticking to it and not unsubscribing.
Well, they had to sign like from what I heard, they had to sign like a 6-month agreement. So I guess the second quarter thing has not counted that yet. So
no, but I don't see people signing up and then not signing up because like
I hope not.
I'm gonna keep paying like whatever. Like
if I get far enough into it, I'll probably end up just like getting my own to support it. But
yeah, of course. I mean, of course, if you want $10 a month isn't that much.
It's not.
And it seems like they keep wanting to add more and more content. So good for them. Although in Canada, supposedly, and this is if you're not a wrestling fan, this is just interesting for the way that they're doing this is like a TV channel, like so that you pay $10 a month for, that you can watch a live feed of like their stuff, like they run shows live, with air dates and everything, or you can watch stuff just on demand, piecemeal, and rather than being part of a cable subscription, you just have it for free. Now, in Canada, they're partnering with a cable company to show the WWE Network as a cable channel.
Really?
Yes. And if you have a subscription to the cable that has that, you get the access to the WWE Network for free.
Oh, wow.
As part of your cable.
That's pretty cool.
It is kind of cool, but it also kind of sucks because if you don't have cable, you can't get the network.
They're not going to open it up otherwise?
Nope.
It's a special deal?
Yep.
Okay.
They're getting money from their cable company to lock it down, which is totally against what I think they were trying to accomplish. Yeah. But in Canada only, so maybe they just figured the market was so small up there.
Yeah. Well, one thing I didn't realize,
And if you're from Canada, folks, Just look up online. All you have to do is kind of use a VPN client that's free, so that it looks like you're. And people are like, "Yeah, it just works." Like I mean, I'm from Canada. I pay them $10 a month, and it works. So whatever. Because I think you can pay through PayPal, and like whatever.
Oh yeah.
And, yep.
I did not realize how popular it is on TV. It's like one of the highest ratings things for basic cable.
Oh yeah, I mean on Monday Night Raw gets 4 million viewers.
Yes, I saw that
for a cable show. Like,
I know,
like,
that's insane.
What is Walking Dead gets like 8 million?
I don't even think it's that much.
Oh, it is pretty close to that. Yeah, but
that's insane. It's more than
when you have 4
lot
million
of popular shows.
Yeah, more than a lot of cable. Sport, probably the most of any cable sports regular event. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's pretty huge.
Yeah,
it's a huge deal. So it's only going to get better. And the reason why I say NXT watch out for is they've signed quite a few new wrestlers. Yeah. Particularly Prince Devitt from New Japan, as well as Kenta from New Japan, who, by the way, taught CM Punk his finisher. Oh. So we'll see if he uses that move. He might. We'll see. The go to sleep finisher, which was Kenta's. So he's a really popular wrestler. And then Kevin Steen from Canada, who is a Ring of Honor, just like Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn. Like the Ring of Honor, like best guy that everybody loves, moving on to the WWE. So it's another huge star, in the indie circuit. So it seems like they're doing a really good job. But really, homework, and listeners, homework, if you have the network. If you don't, try and find this somewhere else. But that CM Punk documentary is incredible.
Yeah.
It just kind of shows the negative side of the WWE, because Paul Heyman was like, this guy is the future of wrestling. This guy is amazing. And everyone else is like, because like Paul Heyman was the guy from The Competitor who got pulled in. And they were like, well, okay, you say that, but, whatever. Nobody believed in him that he could do it. And then in 2011, it's incredible, the documentary, but he's going to quit and go to just quit wrestling in 2011. He said, I'm done. I'm done in 3 weeks. My contract's up. He was counting the days. And he shows up to a random Monday Night Raw, and he comes up, and one of the writers comes up to him and hands him the microphone. He's like, here's a microphone. We want you to go out there and air your grievances. Just say whatever you want to say. And he went out there and laid his infamous promo, his pipe bomb promo, where he literally just says stuff like, I'm the best. I think that John Cena, you get way too much credit. I mean, I love you. You're a great guy and a great wrestler, but there are more people back here. It's just insane. And he was like, I'm going to win the belt from you in Chicago, in my hometown, and I'm going to be the champion, and you're not. And then I'm going to quit the company. And he says that, and then it's just incredible to watch. They have the whole promo on there. And then come, 3 weeks later, and Chicago, CM Punk, he talks in the documentary. He was like, I was going to quit. That starting that day, I was still set to quit, and then it was like 3 or 4 hours before we taped the pay-per-view that I signed my contract for 2 more years, because they were like, we're going to make you champion, and he was champion up until last spring, when he lost to The Rock at the Royal Rumble. So
they quit.
They did he quit this year because they didn't really figure anything out for him, and I think he had suggested a few things that got shot down, and he was like, I'm really hurt and injured. I need some time off. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
So it was really kind of a jerk thing for him to quit like he did, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with him.
Yeah.
But he's one of my favorites of all time because he's just an asshole, and he's the best fucking heel. Such a good bad guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, moving on.
Yep.
You watch wrestling. What did I do? I played some video games.
Yeah. We both played a little bit of one video game.
Yep. Well, we'll get to that last.
Sure.
Okay, I played a lot of World of Warcraft.
Of course.
Got some did some raiding. Siege of Orgrimmar. Got a couple more pieces of gear.
Yeah.
Got some pants and some shoulders.
Great.
Yeah.
Gotta wear them pants.
Yeah, I got some pants and some shoulders, and I got a PvP level weapon for my offhand. I'm a rogue. I got 2 swords. I'll have to post a picture of my character in the armory. I look badass.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I will. Okay, but that's that. I played some more of Kim Kardashian's Hollywood.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
It's better. I was kind of really bad, like hating the game because it was really kind of confusing because it throws you in, and then after you get through all the tutorial stuff, you kind of get in the rhythm of things. And it sounds crazy, but the game is basically, all right, wait for your agent to call you. He'll tell you to go to some public appearance, like, hey, go to this party that supports this, I forget what it's called, immaculate vodka instead of absolute. It's immaculate. It's again, the game's kind of funny with stuff like that. They do a pretty good job, but it's like go to this party and then like be seen ordering the drink and stuff, and you do all these like use energy actions, and then it's like a time thing. You got 3 hours to get however many stars you can by doing these actions.
Okay.
But the game is really kind of like, the design is kind of shitty because it's literally go in, spend your 15 energy, and then stop playing for 2 or 3 hours. And it's just like, wow, okay. And so I'm kind of having a hard time keep going back to it. And
yeah, that's my problem with energy games. I can't ever really.
But a lot of them have like stuff you can do while you're not doing the energy part, or the energy part lasts more than like a 5-second or 5-minute burst.
Yeah.
But this is kind of like that. So I don't know. We'll stick. We'll stick around.
It's kind of annoying because it just keeps like notifying you, like, "Hey, your agent's doing this."
Oh
hey.
shit! It notifies you 1 billion times a day.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So I don't know. I'm gonna keep at it. I'll let everyone know. I'm still an E-list celebrity.
Ooh.
At the Immaculate Vodka party, I met my foe, Dirk Diggler. I'm gonna call him. I can't remember his goddamn name. It's really close to Dirk Diggler, which is why I call him that.
Okay.
And we had a little confrontation, but it's cool. It's cool. He's like, "How'd you get in here?" And I was like, "F you. I'm here for my agency." Anyway. Yep. And then I played some Tamagotchi Life. Tamagotchi Life.
Me and Jesus still pals?
Yes, you are. Jesus, though, has a new friend.
Oh, no.
Oh. The first relationship has blossomed on the island.
Is it with Jesus?
Jesus is now dating Uma Thurman.
Oh, that dog.
I know. Shit, man.
Man,
I also have something I'm going to post.
Yeah.
I did the compatibility checker with a new island member, Nicole Palazzi. Do you know Nicole Palazzi?
I don't think so.
Snooki from the Jersey Shore?
Oh, Snooki.
Yes, I checked her compatibility rating.
Please say it's not high with me.
100%.
Oh, fuck.
With Adam Ham.
No. How is that even possible?
I know. The sad part is I'm not going to post this for like evidence, but it's 100% with me as well with her. But I'm going to try and steer you two together.
No.
So you can hang out with Snooki.
Have we met yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Maybe your paths will cross. We'll see. Also, for me, I have 100% relationship compatibility with Velma Dinkley. So maybe I'll end up with Velma. Lauren, my girlfriend, and I, 74%. So it's like these two could get together, if one of them really puts in some effort, but, it's not guaranteed. It's not a star-crossed match made in heaven, so we'll see.
Okay.
I think it's because we have similar personalities in the game, so it is like you guys will clash.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Jesus and you had a bit of a falling out.
Oh, no.
Christina Aguilera managed to patch things up between you two. You had a little sit down, a little détente, chat with each other, and she kind of patched the bridges a little bit. So
that's good.
Things are going a little better.
Gotta thank her for that.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll have to see if we can't if there are any listeners that want me to make a me of them.
Yeah.
Feel free. Honestly, send an email. I'll need a headshot, and that's it, really. A headshot and like a little bio about yourself. If you really want to, you can just send a comment into the website or email bitecast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
I'll totally do it, and I'll tell everyone how you're doing in the game. All right. Unless we get too many responses, and then I'll have to pick and choose. But anyway, moving on. So that was my and then together today, 'cause I took the day off work because I just can, because I have a redonkulous amount of PTO.
Nice.
3 full weeks worth saved up.
Jeez.
I earn 3 or 4 weeks a year.
Weeks?
Yeah.
Like 15 to 20 days worth?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I thought I had it pretty good.
No,
I get like a day a month. That's like 12.
Oh.
That's like about 2 weeks, I guess.
No, I get like 2.5 a month.
Damn. I also get the same amount. I get like another 2 weeks of sick time too.
I don't get any of that. No sick time.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the same as you then.
I'd almost rather have that though, because I can't use my...
You can't use your sick time to go on vacation.
Not technically, no.
No, but they'll let you.
Well, what they don't know doesn't hurt them.
All right. Speaking of, I'll have to visit again sometime soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should come down for SummerSlam, but I don't think I think I'm not gonna be here that weekend actually.
Oh.
Or I don't want to say anything because he listens to the podcast, but I might be visiting somebody soon. So
Who's that?
for a surprise birthday thing.
What the hell? You just ruined it.
It's not actually. Well,
the
more I say, the more damning it is.
Fine. You're going to visit Snooki for her birthday.
I'm going to visit Snooki.
All right. Well, we'll see. We can plan something because I have
thing.
time off.
Maybe around Labor Day or something.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely.
If I can get that on.
I'll have to check my future schedule to see if we're super busy. I don't think so though. Yeah. So I think I'm pretty much not busy at work for the next month. It's the summer lull. We're waiting for our client to get more.
I'm actually super busy this month because
school's starting.
Yeah, it is, and it's going to be hell. And also, we're launching like a new student information system, like account management system, and we're launching Office 365 for students.
I'm tired.
You don't care.
I don't care about your students. Nobody does.
My work.
Anyway, no, I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that affects us as a friendship. If
exactly.
You're busy. Did you say Treatxactly?
Said exactly.
I thought you said Treatxactly.
I don't think I did.
That's like if someone's like, "Can we get dessert?" and you're like, "Treatxactly."
Treatxactly. Yes. It sounds like a weird, like almost space name.
I can just imagine.
My name is Treat. Treatxactly.
I can just imagine Adam being like, "Treatxactly. Let's go get some ice cream." And you say it like that. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, we did play a game together. Divinity Original Sin.
Yeah.
Play some multiplayer, some co-op. Mm-hmm. Interesting, the co-op in that game.
Yeah,
it's kind of
really
like,
well done.
so I start up like a multiplayer game, or I just start up my game.
You start up your game.
Open to friends on Steam, and then friends can hop in the game and take over a character in my party. And you can like run around and do stuff kind of different from each other.
Totally separately.
And then, so Adam was, for instance, in the first town, you show up, there's a boat on fire, and my character hadn't picked up I didn't have any means to put out the fire. And Adam was like, I know that in this game there's a character that can cure that fire that you get. And so he like knew how to run up there, and I stood and watched the boat burn while Adam ran up and got the guy, because we had tried retrieving the character together, and when we showed up, the boat had already sunk. So I think the counter just goes down slower when you're near it.
Well, I think if you leave the screen, it just
burns because it just assumed you forgot it.
Yeah, it assumes you're forgetting it, yeah.
So that was one kind of way to cheese it. I suppose you could do that in single player, though, because you could just set one guy there and then walk another guy all the way over.
Hey, that's an interesting question. Like, I don't know if it... I imagine it probably stays loaded, so I bet you probably could.
Yeah, I think so, because you can switch between characters.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was pretty fun. Adam's a witch.
Yes, he made me a witch.
He's a man witch.
A man witch.
Adam the man witch. Maybe the episode title. Or it might be Treatxactly.
Treatxactly.
I gotta write that down. Treatxactly. I'm writing that down so I don't forget it. How do you spell Treatxactly?
Treatxactly. Treatxactly.
I like that, Treatxactly. That sounds... With that X in there, it kind of almost looks like a dinosaur.
It does kind
like
of.
a Treatxactodon. Mm-hmm. The tastiest of dinosaurs. Okay.
A Treatxactyl.
Yeah, a Treatxactyl. Oh, God. What the fuck are we talking about? But anyway, that's it. I don't know. I'm not very far in that game. It continues to be intriguing and good. I just... All of my free time is dedicated to the fucking the dragon, chasing the dragon, the heroine that is World of Warcraft.
Oh, yes,
it's an addiction, man. I love that game. It's such a good game.
I feel the same way about Divinity. So
I think that you could have been the same situation with World of Warcraft, given the correct circumstances.
I won't say no, but
I think that if you were in a guild like I'm in, where you kind of meet every night and talk on Skype with everyone, you know, and like chat about stuff and then play together, I don't know. You just kind of have to, it's kind of one of those things that when you get into a community in the game that you're like dedicated with and talk to people and like know people, it gets really hard to step away from it, you know?
I know what you mean, because like when we were playing D&D, I could do that every night. I could go and play 4 hours of D&D every night easily. Because
you're invested with those other people that you're playing with.
Totally, yeah.
Whereas for me, that kind of trumps other single player games, really, besides like handheld games.
Sure.
Because it's like, well, when I'm sitting at my computer, I'd rather be leveling up my guys so that when the group goes on another quest, I'm better at it, so that we can work together and accomplish more as a team. I mean, I think that's probably why WoW beats all competitors, because the game is so focused around guilds and playing together, whereas I feel like a lot of other MMOs kind of don't seem to focus heavily on it, I guess, and there isn't the crowd of people there playing it to support that. I don't get that feeling with other MMOs I've played. I guess I don't know how that new one's doing.
Wildstar?
Yeah, I feel like that had a huge push initially, and then it just fell off again.
I don't know. I think there's still a lot of people doing that. I don't know.
We're gonna Google search Wildstar subscriber numbers. We're gonna get it. Subscription numbers. Let's see here. From July 4th. I'd play Wildstar if I had some money.
Did it?
Oh, look at, there's a Nosy Gamers Digital does an MMORPG Xfire activity chart. Oh, this is Xfire, the online, like chat service thing. Just, oh, Jesus Christ, this website is,
horrible.
Oh my God. It has a message from our sponsors.
Ooh.
Like, I can't even read the fucking thing. Like, this Nosy Gamers thing. All right, well, I'm going to read the article that someone wrote a blog about, explaining what's in the article, because I can't read the fucking actual numbers. Which is getting less and less statistical. Xfire's not really growing.
That doesn't surprise me.
But the idea is that the chart is still like a cross-section of gamers, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So, you know, oof.
But it's only in relation to other things, I would think.
Yes, it's only in relation to other MMOs. Wow.
I'm not saying that WoW is not totally hammering everything else. But
this is insane. I can't even... I could read the article, and then now it has become... What is the internet? The Nosy Gamer. .blogspot.com. Stop. Don't load the full page ad that makes it impossible for me to read your article. Number 1, World of Warcraft was 6,000 hours played. Number 2, Guild Wars 2, 2,000 hours played. Wildstar, number 3, with 1,600 hours played. Supposedly, according to this guy's blog, that's a 60% drop from their peak in just like 2 weeks since the game has come out.
That's rough.
I just don't think that the game is doing so great.
I don't know. I'm glad to hear Guild Wars 2 still up there, though, because,
it's a good game.
I love Guild Wars 2.
It is a good game.
If I had anybody to play it with, it'd be amazing.
Uh-huh.
So...
I'm just trying to find, like, WildStar subscriber numbers. I don't think they do, because that would hurt them. Because I don't think people want to play an MMO that isn't doing so well.
Right. No one wants to play an MMO that's losing a bunch of people.
Yeah, I think that... Did you see that I sent you that video game donkey video of the game?
Yeah.
That guy is so right, though.
I guess.
Just his, what is happening?
He does that to everything.
I know, but that game is so busy. And then there are parts in World of Warcraft that are like that now. There are boss battles, raid bosses, where
Guild Wars 2,
that shit is just,
like
it's just like fucking telegraphs on the ground everywhere. Yeah. And I'm like, and I know, and they're just like, oh, this is a brand new thing. Like that, and it's like, no, dude, WoW and Guild Wars 2 do this. Like, the telegraphs on the ground is something that's been around for a long time. Like, not that players having telegraphs, but bosses doing it. It's like, yeah, it's normal.
Even players do in Guild Wars 2. It's usually not that crazy.
Yeah,
though.
Players don't in World of Warcraft very much. Only very special things do that. But because you don't really need it, because, you know, you're fighting a boss, and it doesn't matter that the boss...
It's mostly field effects. And
Yeah. Well, World of Warcraft does that with field effects, too. I mean, you set areas when you... cast area of effect spells. Anyway, but Divinity's great.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad I bought it, because that's a game that I feel like I'm going to dig into. I'm just playing the WoW horse right now, and nothing's tearing me away. Oh, we played the Destiny beta.
Was that?
That was post-podcast, I believe. No, was it?
No, it wasn't, I don't think.
No, we talked about the Moon Wizard, though. But I think that was because you had played it, and I hadn't.
No, well, did you play any of it at all?
Oh, I played it with you, but I think it was the day after.
I thought we...
It was after we recorded, physically, if I remember.
No, because it was closed then.
What?
After we recorded, wasn't it?
I don't know. Let's not talk about it then.
Okay, let's not.
I'm looking forward to that game after playing the beta.
Yeah. Me too. In fact,
the shooting feels great.
Yeah.
The controls are good. It seems like the fight, like the AI is fun. The co-op seems to work really well.
Yep.
That's going to be one hell of a game. I'm going to buy that when that comes out.
I came home Sunday after work and I was like, you know what I'd like to play more of?
Destiny.
Beta's
over.
Beta's over.
Yeah.
But and like a month. It's only like a month till it's out.
I know. Yeah, it's coming.
But I was like, man, it's gonna be
real good
for that. Yeah, I think so too.
All right. Do you want to segue from Destiny into something we both just saw?
Yeah,
something
sure.
real Mass Effect looking.
I guess so. Yeah.
If you can imagine, I would like to say this. Adam and I both watched the movie Guardians of the Galaxy separately because I watched it with my D&D buddies that Adam knows.
Yep.
But Adam couldn't hang out with.
No.
Because he doesn't live with us anymore. Because he betrayed us.
No. But I was redeemed.
You were redeemed when you came back to me in podcast form.
Yep.
This is how
it's like the ghost of Adam.
This is the Hamza
came back to you.
The Hamza Chronicles will be written to reflect as such.
Exactly.
Okay. You came back the very next day, like the cat. Okay. So yeah, one Mass Effect looking goddamn universe.
It actually reminded me a lot of Star Wars.
Really? It reminded me a lot of the way Mass Effect looks, like the technology.
Yeah.
Specifically, Karen Gillan's character looks exactly like whatever that race is in
the Asari
kind of. You know, both of those characters actually reminded me of Asari. You know, the female assassin-y type badass chicks.
Well, she actually kind of looks kind of like that one assassin guy who's like he's a reptile.
But similar skin color.
Yeah,
you know, if you're going to bring it down to skin color, Adam.
I wouldn't do such a thing.
Okay. What's interesting is I'm looking at my Skype now, and there's an ad for the movie.
Nice.
What? Okay. First thought: star rating out of 5.
Oh, okay, 5.
5. Fucking. Yeah. This is the best movie I've seen.
Can I give it a 6?
This is the best movie I've seen in a long time.
It is. This is the best movie I've seen since Avengers.
Yep,
I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that honestly, the quote that this movie will redeem and like fulfill, like bring your soul back out from all of its hate, is so right. The movie is just so fucking good.
It is,
and I wouldn't suspect anything less from the people working. I mean, James Gunn,
right,
is awesome as a director, and really funny. And they brought in, Chris Pratt, who's really funny. And,
he was amazing.
And you have Bradley Cooper, who's really funny, doing a great voice. And then you had Dave Bautista, who's a wrestler. Or, I'm sorry, Dave Bautista. Sorry.
Yeah.
His wrestling character is Bautista.
Which is ridiculous to me.
Dude, fucking Vince McMahon, dude. Dude, you listen to his, you know what Daniel Bryan's name is?
What?
His real name?
No.
You don't know?
It's not Daniel Bryan?
No, it's Bryan Danielson.
Fuck him.
I fucking know, right? They're like, Bryan Danielson won't sell. You need to be Daniel Bryan. I'm Vince McMahon.
That's
Make it so.
I didn't realize Daniel Bryan was like a stage name. That's funny.
Yeah, I know. And it's so he's Bryan Daniel Bryanson. Whatever. It worked out. I honestly think that Bryan Danielson is worse than Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's easy to Daniel Bryan, easy to chant,
Sure.
Instead of Bryan Danielson. Doesn't really work. Too many syllables.
Yeah, it's too long.
But they could have probably just made him like Bryan Daniels.
Yeah, probably.
Bryan Daniels, easy, whatever. All right, so people in the movie, great. Zoe Saldana, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Vin Diesel saying 3 words the entire movie.
No, he says a
fourth. You spoiled it. Anyone could have seen that happening a mile away, though, so I won't call that a spoiler. But, movie's fucking great. Incredible.
It is.
Incredible in every sense of the word. I mean,
and not even. I mean, not just. I mean, it's going to be kind of funny and actiony, but there's also some really like deep moments there too.
I know.
Like,
and honestly, even though you're fucking just throwing a billion plots a minute, like
it.
Something about the way the actors are portraying these characters, and something about the way that it knows that it's not giving you a lot of time to invest in these characters. It worked.
It did.
Even though you only have like 3 minutes of, Rocket Raccoon, just all of a sudden getting emo about the way he was made when he's drunk. You're like, man, I do feel bad for that guy.
Yeah,
you know
what
I mean? Even though he's just turned, sad.
Well, it's because they do such a good job, like kind of
subtly.
It's subtle. Like even the rest of the part where you're seeing the character, you almost kind of like feel like they're hiding that.
Yep.
It makes sense when it happens.
Yep. And they do a great job.
You can see how it shows in other parts. Yeah,
everybody's incredible in that movie. Every fucking part of that movie was it felt like the Avengers. It honestly felt like they knew what they were doing. Here's a movie that they had a good plot to, paced it perfectly, have an excellent villain. Who is fucking scary. That guy
he is scary.
Was awesome. I don't know what actor that was.
Lee Pace.
Okay. What else has he done? Nothing?
I have no fucking idea.
All right. Yeah. He was fucking incredible.
He was.
He was terrifying. Mm-hmm. And, you had Karen Gillan from Doctor Who.
I know.
She was really good.
She was.
Like, she makes a good villain.
I kind of wish she had a little bit more, but yeah.
She will in the next movie.
Yeah, totally.
Well,
totally.
We don't know.
Spoilers. But
it's not really a spoiler. Is it a spoiler to say that a character doesn't die in a movie?
Maybe.
Whatever. I mean, it's a superhero movie. There's like literally only one main character would die. It's always the bad guy, basically.
Pretty much.
But whatever. You'll see when you watch the movie. Which
I
would recommend to anyone. And it sounds like that movie, box office-wise, is doing fucking gangbusters.
God, I hope so.
Well, I think it is, because the buzz around it is extremely positive. And that
it is.
Was the theater pretty full, the one you went to?
It actually wasn't that full. I was kind of surprised. I went to a 3D...
I went to the IMAX 3D
version. Yeah, and I was kind of surprised. Like, but I do know like a bunch of people from my work actually went the same night too.
Here we go. Guardians of the Galaxy sounds like it is forecasted to. It's the. Do you know it's the 10th movie in the thing?
Yeah, there's like 3 Iron Men. There's 2 Captain Americas. There's 2 Thors.
I guess it's early, but the forecast
an Avenger
is that Guardians of the Galaxy is tracking this weekend to make $82 million.
That's not that much.
Well, considering that that's more than any movie since the Avengers to debut.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought something else, like... I'm thinking of something... No.
Oh, no. Those other sequels made 85, but it's on track to be very close.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more than the Captain America, the first Avenger, and Thor, which were the first movies in their series to make. So
that's still pretty good.
It's also they're also saying it's possible it could even make $100 million. There's no really way to know.
Yeah. I thought like Avengers made something crazy like $300 million, and
not in the first weekend.
No, maybe not. Well, I don't know. I thought it made like. Well, it's only been the first night, really. I guess.
It does sound like they're pretty much guaranteed to make over $300 million in the run.
God, I hope so. Yeah.
I think cover the entire budget. So, and they've already said they're going to bring off a sequel. The movie actually says that at the end.
It does,
which was nice. So exciting, Guardians of the Galaxy. I guess they're saying it's going to make the predictions maybe, about 300 million total worldwide, which is on par with like a Maleficent or which was a huge success. Like.
I guess. What I hope happens is I hope that people who are maybe cautious about it hear how amazing it is, and it just gets more and more.
I think it will
these next couple of weeks.
I mean,
because some movies are big out the gate like Avengers, but others just kind of like, will grow even more in the next couple of weeks.
I guess.
And I hope that's the case.
I mean, you go to Rotten Tomatoes.
It's like 92.
92 is pretty good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean. That whole movie was like, I kind of want to see it again.
I know.
Just because so much happens in that movie.
I know.
And
all of it's so damn good.
It is one of the best movie on... Yeah. I like this person who reviewed it badly. Now I'm going into Rotten Tomatoes and picking bad reviews.
You don't have a soul if you've reviewed
Well, he wrote Guardians of the Galaxy relied too much on the audience already knowing the Marvel mythology.
There's a lot. There's a lot there,
completely untrue, though.
I think it's untrue because I think you can definitely
because I don't know anything about anything. And I was like, I got all of it. I think that it honestly, and from what I've heard, is it changes a lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy mythology.
It does change some
bit,
of it,
especially with the main character. But I mean, we're talking about 4 or 5 bad reviews out of like 200. I mean, it's pretty much a great movie.
It is.
I can't even articulate how good it is. Other than the fact that it's just You go.
Okay, so every single one, like you said, every single one of the characters in the movie is great, but also just every single one of the main group is out of the park. Like I was super excited from the very first trailer I saw this. I thought it looked great, but I was like. Drax. I had never heard of Drax before. He looks like just a big hulky guy, dumb dude.
Bautista fucking sells it.
He does, and he's also. It's not just like he's not dumb, and he's funny as fuck because
so much funnier than I thought he was going to be.
I know.
He is the total like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like foreign guy mistaking like things.
Yeah,
just being comical about like. Using ridiculous like I'm a warrior language in like normal people talk. And,
he used like lots of big words too, and but his like lack of knowledge of
he would just be
metaphor.
Like, my soul is pleased to have you as my triumphant ally. Just weird dialogue. He's like, what language do you speak?
Yeah.
He called him a thesaurus, and and there's a moment where he's taking everything being said literally, and then it's kind of a gag throughout the whole movie. And the movie is just perfectly paced. It is just, it is action set piece to action set piece to action set piece, with slight character moments kind of in between each one. So it's kind of the way that people talk about how you have to build successful action movies, and that is where it's like a roller coaster. You have those big dramatic drops, and then you have that tension building up to the next big dramatic like set piece, and then the huge climax at the end with the triumphant fun afterwards. And that's exactly what the Avengers was. It's exactly what this was. I mean, there was just star crossing between so many different planets and worlds. Just, I can't imagine how much that movie cost to make. Because it was one of the best looking movies I think I've ever seen.
Oh, by far. And it looked great in 3D, too.
Oh, I watched it in IMAX 3D. It was just fucking incredible. Also, I'm seeing it again. I'm taking my girlfriend. I'm going to go. I'm probably IMAX 3D. The movie looked so good. Oh, I want to watch it right now.
I know.
Oh, those characters. Oh, who's your favorite? Who is the best character?
Oh, my God. It's super hard.
Gross.
But
you're talking about Gamora.
No, it's super hard to choose. But I think you gotta go for Rocket Man.
Rocket Raccoon Man.
He's super. I mean, especially for somebody who's entirely CG.
What's really funny,
you feel so much for him, and he's always funny, and he's always.
Well, it's because he's a cute raccoon face.
Yeah, but I mean, you feel
bad for the guy.
I don't know. You feel bad for him, and you also understand, like, at every moment, like, you're with him. You're like, I understand, like, totally why you're like this and why.
He is... Bradley Cooper does an amazing, like, half Brooklyn accent for this character.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that people said, like, Peter Quill, who's the main character played by Andy Dwyer, a.k.a. Chris Pratt, that people say, like, oh, he's kind of like a Han Solo type guy, and he's not at all. Rocket Raccoon is literally Han Solo with Chewbacca, his guy who doesn't speak a language that only he understands.
Right,
it's literally
and the muscle,
exact same guy. He's just in it for the money. It's the same character.
Pretty
Star-Lord is the blessed star child who has been brought up, which they kind of get into. I mean, he's abducted when he's a child. He gets, brought up by these, junker Ravager guys.
Yeah.
And he's not really. He's definitely the Luke Skywalker.
Well, I think he's more Han than he is Luke, but I don't think
his character is Luke, but he acts like a Han.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's the Luke guy because he's the main character, hero guy whose heart's full of gold, even though it shouldn't be. And but he acts like Han. He's a jokey guy.
You never really feel that he's totally like always in it for the money. Like he always he starts out
doing
from the
it
beginning
for the
with
money,
the good.
but he also is. At the end of the movie, there's a great line when the group all is kind of like, let's go have adventures together. Let's ride off into the sunset, and they're like, you want to do some bad stuff or some good stuff? And he's like, you know what? Let's do a little bit of both. And that's kind of the way that character is. Let's have some fun. Let's break some rules. Let's kick some ass. God damn, I want to see that. That cast is so good together.
I know. And, like, Vin Diesel did a great job, too, with somebody who only has three words to say.
To put so much emotion across in 3 words.
I know. You always knew exactly, like, how he felt or what he would be saying.
Honestly, it feels like why the first Star Wars movie was so good.
Yes.
Is that you have really well-defined characters that all are likable in their own different ways, all getting on this crazy harebrained adventure and coming out, at the end, glorious. It's
that's what I meant. This felt like the beginning of like a whole other Star Trek series.
It really
to
does
me.
feel like Star Wars.
It does.
Like straight up.
Star Wars, sorry. Yeah.
I mean, it really felt like watching A New Hope almost.
Exactly. Genius.
James Gunn,
it is.
who wrote and directed the film. I think he had help from one other person writing it.
He had Nicole something, I think, helped him write. Nicole Perlman helped him write it.
But I mean, like him and this lady writing it and him directing it, it's pretty much probably it's a love letter. And you look at the music in the movie.
Yeah,
it's kind of a love letter to the late '80s childhood slash Star Wars loving kid.
Yeah, this once again, this is a movie made for me.
It's made for our age group.
Exactly.
I went with a group of 4 people, and it was just smiles all around. Everyone absolutely loved it.
I actually meant to talk about this.
Every person clapped in the theater, by the way, when it ended.
We didn't have a lot of clapping,
There's
but we
thunderous applause.
This is a movie that made me constantly, while I was in it, just like start smiling, and then I noticed I was smiling. I'm like, God,
there were
damn,
multiple
it's just-
times when I had to take my 3D glasses off and wipe tears of laughter away from my face.
I know. It's oh
There
god.
are
It was just
multiple moments in the movie where I was laughing so hard. Where the whole theater was laughing so hard we couldn't hear dialogue.
Yeah.
It was riot.
oh, it was
riotous.
that blacklight line just about fucking
everyone
murdered me.
died.
I know.
and I love it because it kind of adds in that subversive humor that's Chris Pratt is so good at doing. So he's like the total guy that can get away with a little bit of the slime ball with the smile, that fucking $1 million smile he'll have. And it's just
this has got to be great for his career.
I mean, his career's already skyrocketed. Because, he's supposedly an awesome person to be with and hang around and work with. And he's really funny, and he's good looking, and he's he's got natural comedic timing. He's an incredible. He's the future. You will see him in a lot of movies.
Yeah,
and good
it makes me feel good too because a lot of the stars that we have now are aging. Just not. It kind of seemed to me like there haven't been a whole lot of like upcoming generation to fill them in. I mean, I think Jennifer Lawrence is maybe one of those.
Yep,
and
definitely her.
Chris Pratt's one.
She won an Academy Award, deservedly so for Silver Linings Playbook. Bradley Cooper, opposite her, is also on that list. But
maybe Zoe Saldana's in there too. I don't know.
She definitely is. She's incredible.
Yeah.
I saw the movie in 3D, and it reminded me watching that is that I'm not like blown away by 3D anymore. It's just the way the movie looks now.
There were parts that I thought it felt really good in 3D though. There were a couple anti-grav moments that just felt like this is perfect.
It's worth
in 3D,
seeing in 3D. It's honestly, it's come to the point where I've seen so many movies in 3D where I just don't even like think about it. I'm just watching it and it's in 3D and I'm like, okay, that's the way this movie is.
I know what you mean.
And because I remember the first time I saw a 3D movie, like with
Avatar.
The first time I saw Avatar, my mind exploded.
Yeah,
Avatar I saw that movie twice. Because of that, because I was like, I got to see this again in IMAX 3D.
I think I saw it 3 times.
It was so good, and that that movie I don't know if had a huge backlash because of course it would, but because it's pretty much by the numbers hero story, but it's not bad, and the movie looked great and still does. So it's kind of like one of those. Kind of have to see it, and seeing that in 3D the first time seeing good 3D like that was just mind blowing. And he was right. James Cameron was right. It was the future of, cinema.
Yeah, totally.
Everything's in 3D now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I would...
But, man, I
everyone watch it. I don't want to get into the plot spoilers, but...
Yeah.
Excellent. Good guys win, obviously. They go through a couple troubles and stumbles, but...
There is... I really want to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil it. But you stayed around for the end credits, right?
Ugh. Yes. I don't know the fuck why.
Oh my god!
Let's just say this: Disney purchased Lucasfilm, and there were more properties than just Star Wars that came with that. You're reminded of that fact at the end of Guardians.
I'm interested to see if that has any.
No, it will not. That movie is the worst fucking movie ever.
Well, no, but it made. Okay, but that was not very much like the actual source. There actually is source material for that comic stuff.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. I hope.
No.
I hope.
Why?
They wouldn't have put him in there unless they were planning on doing something with him. They wouldn't have put him in there unless they were planning on doing something with him. Yeah, I think so.
They just put that in there as like a joke.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Now that there's some copyright issues with that. Now that there's no copyright issues, I think
nobody is clamoring for a Howard the Duck movie. I'm going to spoil it.
Listen, I'm not saying there's going to be a Howard the Duck movie, but I think they're going to use him. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put him in.
No,
he was part of the. Yeah, I think they might.
They won't.
I mean, not necessarily as like a main character or anything. Even I think he'll be there. There was also Cosmo the.
Wait, is that a real thing?
It's a real character. He talks. He's like telepathic.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just assumed it was like a Russian dog that was sent to space that they picked up.
Well, I think that's his
Oh no, I'm
origin
sure.
story,
I just
but-
thought that was a funny joke
Yeah.
in the movie that was like, "Hey,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
collector guy collected a Russian space dog." You know,
That's a Marvel character.
cool. That was
Cosmo the Space
that's
Dog.
fun. So we'll see. I'm going to predict Howard the Duck will never appear in anything ever again. Burn
I
it to
think
the
you're wrong.
ground.
I think you're wrong. Well, just because there was one bad movie made out of a franchise
The
doesn't
only
mean you
fucking
need to...
thing made out of the franchise, as far as
No.
90%
There are
of the
comics-
U.S. is concerned.
Well, maybe, but there are comics of it, and there's other stuff. So
We're moving on.
we're moving
All
on.
right. So that is a definite recommend.
Yes.
Move on to the next thing.
I knew exactly who it was as soon as they showed him too. I was like, "Bam, yes." Okay. All right.
So, let's talk video game news this week.
All right.
EA Access announced. What, Adam?
Yeah.
Do you want to play
know.
some fucking sports games from last year for $5 a
No.
month?
No, I don't.
Peggle 2? You want to get some trials, early access?
Nope. I'm good.
I like this thing
I like Sony's
that
comment on it.
exists because of what happened. Okay, so EA Access is a service that EA, the game's publisher, announced. 4 games that are going to be included during the EA Access beta, a beta of which you're paying for, FYI. So it's not a beta. Fuck you. That is the
Paid
It's
beta.
not. There's no such thing as a beta if you're paying for it. It is a product. I'm sorry. FIFA 14, Madden NFL 25, Battlefield 4, and Peggle 2. 4 games that have been out for a long time, 2 of which are going to be outdated in a few months. EA Access membership includes those games, though others are in the quirks. So that's $5 a month or $30 a year. EA Access membership includes a 10% discount on digital EA content, even full games, through the Xbox Game Store. This is on Xbox One only, I believe.
It is.
Um,
Well, it might be on Xbox 3.
yeah, probably
know.
not. Oh, yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
yeah. Oh, no. They don't know yet. But anyway.
Yeah.
EA Access there's a opinion article about it wanting to be the Netflix of video games, but it doesn't go far enough. I agree. Service is $5 a month, $30 annually. Retailers can sell memberships. A $30 card to get a membership for a year. You're going to get early access to trials of Madden, NHL, FIFA, NBA. Like, what the fuck is EA putting out nowadays? Just sports games, it seems.
Well, I guess, they are, is it just stuff they're developing or publishing?
Just stuff they're publishing, I believe, and developing. Maybe just stuff they're publishing and developing. Because it seems like that's
Maybe.
it. Dragon Age
it's like
Inquisition
Dragon Age,
is the trial. I love it, though. It's like, the trial will be early access 5 days. Like, I want to play a fucking trial of a game. Like, come on. What the fuck? I never play demos anymore. What is this, 2004? So the interesting thing is this is on Xbox One only. And PlayStation announced that they had been offered this on the PlayStation 4. And PlayStation said, this is not a good deal. We don't want our users to pay for this.
Yeah.
Which is fucking totally right. The way
know.
that this is set up right now, it's a great idea that is completely not at all.
Well, also
Correct.
their PlayStation Now beta is happening,
Which is worse than this.
No, I think it's better actually
it's PlayStation Now is awful.
Well, the prices are off.
But that's
I think
the whole
I
thing.
think that'll change.
We'll see if it changes.
Well, they're talking also about subscription based stuff as opposed
Again,
to
if they did that,
just rental.
If I was paying $60 a year or something for this, then count me in. But if
Sure.
I'm not,
I think there's going to have to be a subscription thing, and I bet it'll be around that.
they'll probably include it with PlayStation Plus.
I doubt.
Oh, they
that,
will.
but maybe.
There's no way they're splitting up that. They'll include it with PlayStation Plus, but it'll be like a minor thing. Like you get an extra, 2 games a month through Now for free.
Maybe,
I'm
don't
sure
know.
they'll
We'll
do
see.
that. And then Then people will get their free games, and then it'll get people to use it, so they'll start renting games. I think it's a genius idea for new games.
Yeah,
Like, if it's like, oh, I just want to play a little bit of this game, let me pay $10 once to play it for a week or 2 weeks, you know, rather than buying the full game, which is $60.
Depends on the type of game.
Yeah, it depends on the game. All right, but we're going to move on to more Xbox One/PlayStation 4 news. PlayStation, Sony financials have revealed that PlayStation consoles outsold Xbox systems 3-1 in the first quarter of 2014.
Yeah.
They don't say how many was
that.
sold, but we're going to say they sold 3.5 million PS3s and PS4s together at the start of this year.
Well, I think they said the install base for... I was reading something about Destiny, actually. I think they said the install base, by the time Destiny is out, is projected to be like between 25 and 30 million. So...
It's not a lot of consoles.
It's not a ton, but for this early on, it's not that bad.
It's pretty fast.
It's pretty good adoption rate, especially compared to... I don't think Xbox One is breaking like 5 to 10, so... I don't know. It might be a rough proposition for them. I know the sales did go up when they did like the lower price SKU, right?
Yep. They said it jumped up 100%. But 100% of squat is squat in half.
I guess, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure PS4 is... I'm not going to say they have it locked up, but they are got a pretty good head start on this generation.
Yeah, they do. It's because they focused on video games.
Yeah.
That's straight up. Like,
that Kinect thing was just such a... Man, it was such a misstep.
I know. They doubled down.
They doubled down. And
the
no one
KFC
wanted
doubled
it.
down.
And there was no games or anything.
No.
It was just...
They're like, hey, nobody bought this. We're going to make you buy it. Also, everyone hates this, and nobody's buying our console.
And there's a couple gimmicks that come with it, some of which don't even work that well. Ouch. I don't know. It's amazing to me that Microsoft could have made such a misstep. But, yeah, it's crazy.
Okay. You want to know what's coming out for PlayStation Plus in August?
I do, actually.
Okay, we got 6 games available free for PlayStation Plus in August.
6?
Across all the platforms.
Oh, okay.
Fez
Ooh.
on PlayStation 4.
Ooh.
Along with the upcoming puzzle roguelike Road Not Taken, which I've never heard of. It's an indie game.
Yeah. I haven't heard of that
PlayStation
either.
3 owners are going to get Crysis 3, which is a pretty good game. I have that on my PC. Played that. And Proteus, which looks really cool. That's that indie game.
I heard good things about that. I haven't played it, though.
And then the Vita games are Vanillaware's Dragon's Crown, which I've never heard of, and
oh yeah, no, I heard a lot of good stuff about that.
Metrico. All right,
is that cross-buy? Because I thought that was...
note. Update: Dragon's Crown is not usually a cross-buy title, but according to a comment on the PlayStation blog from a community specialist at Sony, PlayStation Plus subscribers will receive the PlayStation 3 version if they pick up the PS Vita version in August. So if you're a Plus subscriber, if you pick up the free version of the Vita,
yeah, I should do that.
You'll get the PS3 version. Well,
although I never tried my PS3.
Well, it's just like what game was that I just got on PS3?
The Doki... No, the Pixel Junk...
No, it was Doki Doki Universe.
Doki Universe?
Doki Universe was a PlayStation Vita free title, but if you got the Vita version, you got also the PS3 version for free because it's cross-buy. Sony is continuing to kick ass with this PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, they really
It's
are.
just like, hey, you want some free games? And there's some decent stuff here. Like fucking Fez, I'll play that again. I liked it a lot.
Yes. I loved it. Yeah, it was a great game.
Crysis 3 is pretty good. But that's on PS3, so, you know.
I can't really bring myself to start those things up unless there's something really pressing that I want to play.
So, Devolver Digital, more news. Devolver Digital, which is slowly becoming my favorite games company developer. Did you know? Have you heard of the game Hatoful Boyfriend?
No.
Here we go. On August 21st, all your pigeon dating sim dreams will come true. Hatoful Boyfriend will be launching on August 21st. As the last human woman in the world, you have no choice but to enroll yourself in Pigeon High School. And this is a Japanese dating game where you date pigeons in a pigeon high school.
Oh, it's incredible.
This is a revamped HD version of manga artist Hatomoa's 2011 original game. Yes. The game is able to pre-order through Steam, and it's only $10. I have read through an amazing Let's Play of this. That I can't remember her name. Angie something. It was on Quarter to 3 forums. I'm gonna actually just look it up because I want to give this lady credit because I'm gonna post a link to it too.
Now that you mention it, I think I sent it to you. I think you did, yeah.
I remember. I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget to add it to the episode. But
okay,
I gotta look it up. Yep, here it is. Angie Gallant, thank you. That was the name. Good for her. She's no longer part of the Quarter 3 community. But this thread is incredible, and it is a dating game about pigeons. So you join this high school, and all of the pictures are just photos of birds superimposed over, like, Japanese high school photos.
Oh,
and there's
great.
so many romance options, and it is just like school festivals, but with pigeons and different breeds of pigeon.
It's translated to English?
It is translated to English. This was a fan translation that she'd played in 2000 and when was this done? 11, right when the game came out. Incredible. I'm actually just going to add that right now. I'm just going to even. So yeah, that. You got that to look forward to. I may have to try that out for $10.
$10 sounds like a steal for something like that.
I'll probably wait for a Steam sale though, because that'll be on sale. And if you read this quick look, you pretty much get.
Yeah.
You pretty much get what this is. So, all right, I added a link, and I'm going to save that draft so I don't forget, because everyone should read that, and I'm not going to get through it, but it is incredible. All right. What else do we got for video game news? I think that's pretty much it. I can't think of too much else that's happened this week. No. Checking my notes. That's it. We got one more thing. Bad Sonic fan art. Oh, God.
Yep.
Okay, Adam, you want... I'm just going to read this one to you. I found a Tumblr that is incredible. I'm going to read one. All right, we got a photo here. Coldsteel the Hedgheg. That's correct. It's spelled hedgeheg. What do you think Coldsteel is all about?
I have
Come
no
on, give
idea.
a thought.
Coldsteel
the Hedgeheg.
Is he a ninja of some kind? A swordsman?
All right, let's. I'm gonna read you his likes.
Okay.
Hurting people. That's right. Being badass. Motorcycles. 9 Inch Nails. The band, in parentheticals. He doesn't want you to think he's in to 9-inch long fingernails.
Right.
Killing.
That would be ridiculous.
Is killing next in the list. Death. Punk rock.
A little bit goth, huh?
Jinko jeans.
Oh, what is this from the 90s?
First
Early
off,
90s?
it's spelled Junko jeans. It's Junco. I wanted those so bad when I was a kid.
Oh, I know, right?
Because my parents bought my clothes.
I know, and I was poor.
Skulls. Skulls. Okay. Darkness. Just darkness,
you know.
Generally the dark. All right.
Oh, I got a picture of him. He's
hot girls. I like the picture because it's clearly not drawn by him. He clearly just traced a Sonic image and then just added chains to it and cut part of an ear off and leather. Anyway, all right, get this. Hot girls with big boobies who are sluts. Very.
I love how girls is G-U-R.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. That doesn't. 9-inch nails on finger in parentheticals.
Oh, he does like that then.
Separately. Earrings without 2 R's. Purple, cool kind, not gay kind. Dislikes. Niceness. Happiness.
Oh,
Levi's. Wow. I don't know how...
Not only does he like Jinkos, he has an active dislike of Levi's.
I don't know how this is. I don't know how real this is, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this may be a joke, but the fact that I don't think this is a joke is possible that it might not be. Anyway, his dislike other one is Kevin Robinson from school. Fuck you, Kevin. Stop showing everyone my fucking DeviantArt, you piece of shit. That makes me think it's fake. Yeah. Because you wouldn't say Kevin Robinson from school if, you know what I mean? You wouldn't say from school because that's a joke.
Yeah.
That's an inside joke. Yeah. Let's see here. Trent Reznor.
Trent Reznor.
I'm Trent Reznor. I'm just making my my medal down here in the shop.
Yep.
The music shop. Short nails.
Fuck all those people who cut their fingernails.
Chaos Kid 663 mega ass faggot.
Oh.
So was ass dash faggot? So is he an ass faggot? Okay.
Yes, he's not one of your run of the mill.
He's not
faggots.
a mega
ass.
ass. He's not a mega ass. Not mega dash ass faggot. He's a mega ass faggot. Got it. Right. All right. Glad you cleared. Sunshine. Life. My dad. Football. Fucking football.
I guess that's something me and Coldsteel
got along.
The Hedgeheg have in common.
Biography, Adam. You want to hear where Coldsteel came from?
Oh, God,
Coldsteel was born with a special power. He was stronger than all his classmates in the Sonic Fighting Academy. He served in the Sonic military. What fan fiction world is this coming from?
No kidding.
Fighting Shadow. And in the final battle against Shadow, they were fighting, and Shadow turned him to the darkness, and Coldsteel turned against Sonic and killed him. That's one sentence. He lost a part of his ear in the battle, which is why he doesn't not have a part of his ear. This is so fucking fake, dude.
It's gotta be.
The fact that he spelled battle incorrectly once and then battle correctly after that is leading me to believe, come on. Which he doesn't not have part of his ear. Please stop PMing me asking why that's why. Also, earrings aren't girly. Fuck you, Chaos Kid 663. Everyone knows you're a fucking Pokemon scammer fagot. If you spell the faggot word, I can't not say it to describe it because it's just weird. I'm not going to bandy around it. It's a bad word. Don't say it. I'm just describing what this guy said. But if you spell it without 2 G's, is it just French? Like, is that a fagot? Fagot. Trying to get across the Fagino line. Oh, shit. All right, that's bad Sonic fan art. If you want to go to this this Tumblr, I got I'll have a link on the website, but there's quite a lot of good religious Sonic fan fiction that exists.
I was gonna say this is what's really like amazing.
There's some real like Jesus-y. There's like pregnant Sonic. There's just some Shrek / Shadow Sonic stuff. There's some real gross Sonic and Shadow making out. I think that Sonic is the
chronic Sonic.
I think that Sonic is like the worst like fan fiction that exists.
Probably.
You know? Like out of all of the like DeviantArt like communities, like Rule 34 stuff.
Right.
Like this is the worst. Like there is no more worse than Sonic fandom. You think? Like,
I think you're probably right. I mean, I think it's either between that or like My Little Pony, maybe.
Yeah, but My Little Pony doesn't do weird photos where there's Shadow as a child with a pregnant SpongeBob SquarePants as a mother and Shrek as a father.
That's probably true.
That is where is that happening from?
Man, I just saw Sonic and Shadow really making out pretty hard in a beach scene.
There's a One Flew Over the Hedgehog's Nest where Sonic is smothering Tails, who has gone through a lobotomy.
That's amazing.
That's it, man. We're done. We're done with Sonic. This is insanity. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, we got to.
We got one final thing here before we're finished. Right? There wasn't anything else. Did you want to go through anything?
There was something.
We're gonna have to hold off a week.
I think we'll hold off on it for now.
I need to get to sleep because I got to go watch some dogs chasing things. We got one last thing I want to get to because I teased it last week and I actually spent time putting it together. The tale of Boatmurdered.
Do we actually have time for this? This is pretty long.
Oh, we'll have time.
Okay.
I've got to do this.
All right.
Because I want to get into this and there's a lot of it. Adam, do you have it up?
I do.
Okay. You're going to be reading the... For this, we're going to switch announcers between this, but you're going to be reading kind of the background text part, and I'm going to read the in-character part. So this is Boatmurdered, which I'll have a link to the entire Let's Play on the website.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Super long and crazy, but this is the tale of one game of Dwarf Fortress and what happened. Yeah. So all of this is randomly generated stuff in this game, played by a group of people. I think this is Something Awful forums. We're going to start, and they're rotating this world back and forth between different dwarven overseers that they're going to play as for like 1 year of the game, basically, and then hand it off to someone else to oversee it. So that we'll get through like people passing off like completely trashed worlds onto other people and people complaining. It gets crazy. The first player is Tourette Dog, the first overseer, and we'll get into that. Adam, if you want to start us off here with the prologue.
All right. Prologue. In the year 1050, the dwarven civilization of Kinmelbel, the Oaken Tomes, exhausted the last of its mines. Driven by a lust for gold and rumors of the priceless and all but mythical metal adamantine, a team of 7 colonists was dispatched to build a new home for the dwarves of Kinmelbel in the smooth points of Pride. The first year of diaries from the ill-fated foreman of the mine were recovered, giving some hint as to the beginnings of the fortress that once stood there, if not its mysterious and presumably gruesome fate. The 1050 Diaries. Month Granite. Year 1050.
We've set out for the mine, led by the Miners' Guild representative. The man claims to have led several successful expeditions, so taking his advice, we set out with a skeleton crew, just one miner, one lumberjack, a pair of farmers, and some craftsmen. He suggested plenty of meat, and my favorite, booze, as well as some seeds and a few dogs and cats. He swears the dogs will pay for themselves 12 times over in warding off larger wildlife, while the cats will make indoor life more comfortable and pest-free. I thought he muttered something about their taste as well, but I'm sure I misheard him. The new fortress site is truly in the puckered sphincter of nowhere. The nearest civilization, if you can call it that, is a goblin citadel to the northeast. But the guildsman swears they've surveyed for precious metals, and this is the best spot. There's also a river nearby, which means there's one underground, which means we can start our farm without much trouble once we dig to it. Our reports show that the climate is very hot with heavy forests and thick vegetation. These are untamed wilds, and we best be prepared for the worst. The Miners' Guild representative exclaims, "A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place. Koganasan, Boatmurdered, strike the earth." With that proclamation, the noble dwarf is off, running, spewing promises to be back real soon. But still, nothing to do but start. Stockpiles, send someone to chop a few trees, and set someone else to dig into the mountain for that underground river.
Later that same month. A quick survey of the fauna in the local area show a pack of around 18 elephants. One of the scouts also claimed to have seen a flash of black fur in what he called a giant jaguar roaming out past the clearing.
God damn, but there are a lot of elephants around.
Month fell site, 1050.
Hit the river, got lucky and found it at a low point. Heard tell of some nasty cave floods, and damn glad I didn't have to see one. We can start the farm now and carve out some other rooms.
Month hematite, 1050.
A few months on, it looks like we might actually survive. We got a farm up, got some bedrooms, which ain't much to look at, but at least they got beds. Got a dining room with some decent thrones, got a bunch of traps. God knows why, but the lads love them. Stand around staring at them for hours. Nothing out of the river yet, and the elephants have been relatively quiet. Too quiet. I see them out there staring at me with those beady eyes, those gleaming tusks looking over the river. Elephants can't swim, can they?
Several pages of the journal are torn out here. The entries seem to resume sometime in the fall.
Merchants trying to dodge the elephants. The bedding's pool up to 10 stone blocks and a rat skull. We really need to make some coins. I guess the trade depot was a good idea, but we'll see if they can finish it before they get here or get eaten by those bloody pachyderms.
Merchants from Kinmelville arrive, and their supplies are lacking.
Now, riddle me this. What sort of soft-headed, beard-gnawing merchants braves goblins, mountains, more goblins, and all those damn elephants to show up with nothing but one piece of cheese and 2 rolls of cloth? These merchants, that's who. I noticed one try to eat his own ear coming in. Gods know if they're going to get out. Fortunately, they're dumb enough to take some of these useless trinkets in trade.
Month timber, year 1050.
Fall's settling in, and it seems like a good time to take stock of where we are before winter gets around to killing us. Our bedrooms and dining rooms are finished. We're running low on booze, so we put in a still together. I've never seen the lads put up any building so fast. And we've got a butcher shop behind closed doors, so the squeamish don't get put off their meat, seeing where it comes from. There's also the statue garden, to get them away from throwing rocks across the river at the elephants. And the kennels, so we can start training the dogs. One of the peasants has actually been working on smoothing the floors in the dining room. It looked like she's actually picked up a bit of a knack for it. The farm's undertended, but we got plenty of food, so I'm not too worried. What does worry me is the wildlife. They're too quiet. I know they're planning something.
Month moonstone, 1050.
Growing season's over, so I've got a new project for the lads. With a little bit of digging and creative channel building, we can get a nice moat set up here and hopefully keep away most of the wildlife. At least from the north. We'll get a drawbridge over the top of it, and we can seal off that side if the elephants get too close for comfort. One of the lads thinks we might be able to set some traps in there for some critters if we work at it a bit. Might kick up our breeding stocks for food a tad.
Month opal, 1050. A mandrill has stolen an iron shield from the stockpiles.
Those fucking monkeys! I didn't even see them come in. One of them ran off with something. Oh shit. These are not cute little chimpanzees, oh no. These are big mandrills, pissed off and greedy. They feel justified in stealing anything not nailed down. And if they can pry something, for instance a dwarf's arm, loose, if it ain't nailed down in their book. A whole horde of them just busted in looking for gods know what. One of our war dogs went off to fight them.
The fight is quick and bloody.
Which didn't go so well. A few more war dogs went on out and attacked. I have to say I'm slightly terrified by them. One of the bitches actually gave birth while she was attacking, and her puppies joined in on the carnage. At the end of the day, 3 mandrills were dead. They took the one war dog with them and injured another one and a puppy. Poor dog's in poor shape. He keeps trying to find the dwarf who trained him and then passing out. A few minutes later, he'll wake up, take another few steps, and pass out again.
Oh.
I'm tempted to have him put out of misery by the butcher, but nobody will touch him. It seems a sad way to treat someone who fought off the mandrills. The puppy is still running around with half his chest missing. Makes it damn disturbing when he humps your leg, I'll tell you that.
Month obsidian, 1050.
And with that, I'm off. The fort's in passable shape for the next overseer. Got the drawbridge hooked up with a lever in the statue garden, some traps at the river entrance, and, well, got most of the livestock crammed into a cage near the butcher. Everything looks fit to start next spring. I'm leaving, if I can dodge the elephants one last time, and if the mandrills don't get me first. Thus ends the first year of Boat Murdered.
Yep.
Okay. I've read this all multiple times because I love going back to it every once in a while and going through the story. So I figured we could share it in audio form. And let's just say those elephants play a key role in the storyline.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah, that's it, though. That's what I got.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
All right. If you want to go to iTunes, subscribe. Feel free. Born in the 80s. Website's bornintheeighties.net. Give us 5 stars if you want to rate us. Otherwise, you can always... There's comments on that website, correct?
Yes.
You can send messages there or email us at bitecast@gmail.com. As always, go to littlepodcast.com to listen to a lot more great podcasts other than our own. Some good stuff on there.
Oh, yeah.
New episodes out pretty much every day of the week of each different show, so keep on there. And Adam and I will be back next week to tell you what's good and what ain't.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. All right.
Go watch Guardians of the Galaxy.
Go watch the Gallagher Guardians. Gallaghers of the Galaxy.
The Gallaghers of the Galaxy.
That is the episode title. I'm making
Treatxactly.
Treatxactly. I'm making a Gallaghers of the Galaxy poster where every picture's face is replaced with Gallagher's face.
Yes.
We're done. We're done here.
Recording as well.
Yep, let me just... all right, before we count down, let me just get the Evernotes.
Oh, yeah.
Up.
Get that on my phone.
God damn it. Oh, my fucking head is so fucking itchy right now.
Really?
My scalp is really fucking dry. It's really unfortunate, too.
Indeed.
I don't know why it's so dry. It's really annoying.
It is.
Like, my head is
Were
fucking...
Were you planning on having us actually read some Boat Murdered today?
Sign in, you fucking cocksucker. Sorry, fucking Evernote. It's like, oh, create a new account is like the default.
Yeah.
And I kept clicking and I had my stuff auto-saved. Alright, let me just... Oh, we can. I got it.
I guess.
I haven't
actually done any reading ahead on it, so I don't know.
I'd like to. Well, I have you reading the red. I'm reading the black. Let's do it.
Okay.
I think it's good. So we're gonna do. We got that. I'm assuming you saw a movie.
I did.
So we can talk about that.
I'm not seeing the red and black though. What are you talking about?
What do you mean red?
This is a link to like a Polygon article.
What the fuck?
Oh,
are you
wait.
talking about?
No, I need Boat Murdered is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, why is it not showing up?
Because it's a Google Doc.
Oh, that's right. It's not in You could have shared the link in this thing.
I emailed you it.
I know. But now we're using Evernote.
Oh, the Bad Sonic fan art Tumblr?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta talk about that just because there was one that I wanted to read.
I looked through a couple of them, but I didn't.
No, there's Coldsteel the Hedgheg.
Oh, God.
I gotta read.
Okay.
Okay, so we got that one. We got we got Whatever Happened, movie, video game news, Boat Murdered, then Yojimbo.
Yes.
Nope. and then news. All right. And then news. Okay.
I need to find a way to get to that Google Doc.
I shared it with you.
On my phone. I need to get it to it on my phone.
You need a tablet.
I do need a tablet.
Dude, I was looking up cell phone plans for, like, family plans.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, cell phone plans are fucked now.
Yeah, I know.
Holy shit. They raised the price on everything.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking at a family plan. If we wanted to get 4 smartphones, like S5s, it's $240 a month.
Yeah.
For 10 gigs shared across 4 cards.
It's crazy.
It's insanity, Adam. And then I don't get it, because they like list the like, oh, it's only $140 a month for unlimited, talk and text and fucking 10 gigabytes of data, except for that it doesn't include the price of the phone rental fee that you have to pay now, because they don't do the $200 down, you know what I mean, anymore. No. Because now it's $27.50 a month.
Really?
Yeah, they make you do that.
Verizon still lets you purchase it, I think.
Oh, it does. But if you do it that way, you have to pay an additional like $30 a month for data connection service charge.
Oh, yeah.
So it's ridiculous.
For data, yeah.
So the cheapest thing to do is just to buy a phone full price. Yeah. And then get a no contract plan for like $50 a month.
It's been that way for
that has like unlimited talk, text, and data on like. I was looking at this, like they have. I was looking at this. I was like, if I was getting a phone today myself, I would get a Virgin Wireless phone. Pay the like $500 up front to get an iPhone, and then pay the $50 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data for Virgin Mobile. No contract. You know what I mean? And if I wanted to switch to a different carrier, I don't have a contract, so I just cancel it and then use my phone to get a new contract on a different thing. Like,
yeah,
it's ridiculous now, because they removed the whole reason why you would ever want to sign a contract. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of.
No, they did, because if you get $27 a month or whatever it is for the phone, it comes out to $700 after 2 years, which is the price of a full phone.
Yeah.
So rather than getting a cheaper phone, $200.
Well, they did that anyway. They like the prices that they charge you.
Well, no, I know, but it no longer is being subsidized through that price. They just basically made it so you pay the unsubsidized rate now, even if you do, pay the $200 up front. You know what I mean? They basically just said that's not a viable option anymore. You either need to. The nice thing about the $27 a month phone rental fee, because it's a rental fee, is that if you pay that, then after 1 year you can get a free upgrade to a new phone for $27 a month or something.
No, that's not too bad. Yeah.
No, exactly. So it's like, well, it's like $300 to have the phone for a year.
Yeah.
But
on the other hand, though, you don't get to keep your phone when you're done.
Exactly. It's like leasing a car.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like to have the phone.
No, same here. I'd rather just buy a used phone or something, like a refurbished iPhone.
Yeah.
Like 5S refurbished. How much is that?
I'm ready whenever you are. I got my stuff, so.
There we go. Apple, what do they got for refurbished? Sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, all right. Yeah, I'm ready to go. We got a lot to talk about. What are you drinking?
Leftover theater stuff. Cherry Pepsi.